It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Anthony Davis was among the top candidates for last season's Defensive Player of the Year award. AD said he takes pride in his defense, adding, "Anytime guys feel they can score it on me, I take it personally." Kevin, it's going to take an awful lot to get your shots up over the brow. Back to you.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. And for our viewers tonight, don't blink. Clark, you might miss something.
Do not blink. Do not put your eyes on your popcorn or whatever snack you're having while you're watching this one. They get up and down in a hurry, both of these squads. Execution on the fast break will probably determine the outcome in this one. Fast break points, a big stack to keep an eye on.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The forwards are LeBron and Davis. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Gasol at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Memphis, Brooks and Anderson, they're the wingmen. Brandon Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jones in at the one spot. Now here's Davis. Kicks it out to Schroeder.
Switch.
Count that one.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Clark with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Schroeder with the ball. Feeds to James. Over Anderson. LeBron, good.
You know, because James is such a consistent, confident shooter from the mid-range, you just can't afford to let him get comfortable.
Anderson outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Caldwell Pope with a wide-open look. And the three off target.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Brooks against Caldwell Pope. Tipped away. Shot clock at 6. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
It's Brooks on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Here's Valanciunas. Last time out, he had 14 points. Anderson kicks to Clark. 5 to shoot. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And looking now at the numbers for Anderson, how he did last season. Averaged about 6 points a game last season. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And Davis puts it in.
Hard work in practice for Davis, really paying off with big buckets from the perimeter. This guy has really worked to refine his shot.
Now, here's Clark. He had 15 points last outing. Here's Valanciunas. The shot that time, not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to James. Back to Schroeder. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
And here we can check out the story on Jonas Valanciunas. Great showing for him last season. 6th in rebounding, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Brooks. Valanciunas sets a screen for Brooks. Knocked loose. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. The Grizzlies with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 6. LeBron outside. Here's Davis. Here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clark kicks to Brooks. Back to Clark. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Brooks. High, arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Brooks has got 5 now.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Schroeder. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to Davis. Back to James. From the stripe. The Lakers rebound. Outside for Caldwell Pope. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Brooks.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 11 points last game. Here's LeBron. Kicks it out to Schroeder. 3-pointer. Good on the triple. 5 points in the game.
Setting the table for his teammates, James. Enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Here's Anderson. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Valanciunas has got his second bucket.
At 7 feet, Valanciunas' size comes in handy from there, especially when he's under heavy pressure.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
On the wing, Brooks. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Greg, you played over a decade in the NBA. Is there an opening day that you remember most that sticks out in your mind?
No doubt. The very first time I put on that Knicks jersey, you know, your rookie year, the game was in Orlando. I got to play 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, especially on a really good team. And it was an awesome experience. That was a moment you had dreamt of your entire life if you grew up wanting to play basketball, man, and I was pumped.
That's a great story. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. The 3 from Davis. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Anderson outside. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Now here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. Here's LeBron, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
The first one falls. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
LeBron is screen on Jones.
Well, I like the setup there, LeBron with the nice pick.
Here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to Anderson. From beyond the arc, he can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers the other way. James looking around. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Anthony Davis third.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Clark finds Anderson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers.
One shot.
Lakers trail by 4. Schroeder outside. James kicks to Harrell. Schroeder surveying the floor. Back to Harrell. Good D by Jones. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here he goes. Here's Valanciunas. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Matthews. Davis against Clark. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 5 now.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
Clark outside. Memphis moving it around. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Schroeder. He has 7. Inside. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Schroeder. LeBron's got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Anderson dishes to Jones. Back to Valanciunas, and Jones has it in the corner. Drills the three-pointer.
Nothing more frustrating than to have to guard a guy like him when he is on.
Lakers trail by 3. Outside, Davis. From the arc. The rebound by Anderson. Memphis has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Over Harrell. Great D that time from Harrell.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He's got 7. Clark, the pass to Valanciunas. Clark kicks to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Clark sets a screen for Anderson. And Davis pulls it down. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 3. Valanciunas against James. Poked loose. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Anderson outside. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Bain, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Zhang's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's good from long range.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jones. Anderson passes to Clark. On the wing, Jones. Zhang with a screen on Schroeder. Jones. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Shoots a fader. It's rebounded by Memphis. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clark finds Jones. Anderson against James. Anderson passes to Zhang. To the inside. Back to James. Harrell, a screen on Anderson. Trying to end the drought. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action after this word. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Zhang is out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the basket by Jones.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And it's Davis at the elbow. Back to Schroeder. Perilous screen on Jones. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 9.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Here's Conchar. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. He's coming off an excellent season. 9th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. It's stolen by Schroeder. Shoots it up. And the shot is long. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming. Out of high school, and that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Jang, a screen. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Jones. And the rejection by Harrell. Clark dishes to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose and stolen by Harrell. Jones against Schroeder. Down low. Low block shot. And it's Davis missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Jones finds Jang. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Bane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. That one misses. Lakers trail by 12. Schroeder outside. Davis with a screen on Jones. Pass to Davis. Over Clark. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Davis.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And that one's good by Clark.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And here's Schroeder after Brandon Clark getting his shot to go from deep. Davis. Out to Kuzma. Jacks up a three. And Jones pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bain is guarded by Davis. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Schroeder. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Fifth is Brandon Clark.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Clark a screen on Matthews. Here's Conchar. That one misses. Davis with some nice D. Lakers trail by 13. Schroeder outside. Pass to Davis. That's tipped. Davis against Jang. Pass to Jones. Clark sets a screen for Jones. And Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
The Grizzlies have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. No good on the free throw.
And guys, you have to be able to knock down your free throws. Struggling with that this quarter. Good way to let your opponent back in the game.
And he's good on the second. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 14-point game. Schroeder outside. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
A moment here to see the stats for Schroeder. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 19 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Just 2 to shoot. Shoots from 12.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Conchar. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Matthews passes to Schroeder.
Switch.
Kuzma outside. Schroeder with the ball. Jones covering. Here's Davis. And the Lakers with another miss.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Brooks checked in for Memphis. Lakers trail by 14. Schroeder outside. Over Jones. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, that's excellent work to get himself the and one chance. Kuzma's getting more and more savvy when it comes to getting to the line, drawing contact.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s. But I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Now, here's Schroeder. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Davis. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
The Grizzlies have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And that one falls for Jones.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now here's Schroeder. Harrell kicks to LeBron. Schroeder against Jones. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Schroeder.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
It's Brooks on the wing.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it.
Matthews passes to James. Drops it in from 11 feet. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
Jones, the pass to Jang. And it goes down 2 points. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. Harrell, a screen on Anderson. The drive by LeBron. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Now the pass to Conchar. Pass to Jang. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds. As Los Angeles gains possession.
And let's check out stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding. First in assists, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball. It's Kuzma penetrating, and Kuzma slams it in.
You know what? At 6'9", Kuzma is a terrific athlete, and he's very good at using that size and athleticism to knife through the defense.
And Clark, it was a roller coaster season, to say the least, for Kyle Kuzma. Saw his role get diminished on the Lakers, and his stats across the board were down.
Yeah, Greg, you go back to your playing days, mine as well. It's hard for young guys early in their career to understand role playing. They equate their production with minutes and accolades as opposed to contribution for the team. And Kyle Kuzma has tremendous talent, great versatility. Early in his career, I think he's going to be fine in the long run.
Here's Valanciunas. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 11.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Come get it, come get it.
Anderson outside. Passes it to Concho. Jones looking for an opening. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Matthews. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Matthews has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jones against Schroeder. Pass to Anderson. To the left wing. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. LeBron James, #1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Harrell with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Matthews passes to James. Harrell setting the pick for Matthews. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Hey, give Matthews credit. He has an ability to get his shot up over the defense quickly.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market, with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, DA. And so it's Memphis with it. After LeBron James's miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Gasol's checked in. And here's McDermott. Brooks feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Grizzlies with another miss. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Spurs. Gasol is screen on Brooks. It's LeBron.
Whoa! Are you kidding me? Nasty. Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Valanciunas sets a screen for Brooks. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And that one falls for Brooks. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now LeBron. There's the three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end, getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. So for the Lakers right now, the forwards are LeBron and Davis. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol and at the center, filling out the middle. Here's LeBron. Again, Los Angeles.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
Anderson right side. Back to Jones. They get the rebound. Here's Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
The Grizzlies have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from LeBron. The pass to Anderson. Davis against Clark. Out to Brooks. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Schroeder with the ball. Jones covering, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Schroeder against Jones. He kicks to Clark. Clock at 6. Here's Valanciunas. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Pass to James. Over Anderson. Anderson with the block, and he's able to get it back. Over Anderson. Again, Los Angeles.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
Outside, Jones passes it to Anderson, and stolen by James. Anderson with the block, and he gets it back. James kicks to Caldwell Pope, sinks the three-pointer.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Jones, 11 points in the game. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
The Grizzlies trail by 3.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution.
Tipped away, but they get it back. And he makes that one. Valanciunas has got 14.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Now here's LeBron. 21 points in the game. Clark with it. Gasol covering. And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Jones. Brooks against Davis. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 11. Pass to James. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to LeBron. From downtown. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
The shot missing. Gasol with the defensive effort. Lakers leading by 3. And the pass to James. Over Anderson. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Clark, the pass to Anderson. And the shot goes down. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell Pope outside. Gasol's in the post. Guarded by Valanciunas.
Yeah, he's a guy who looks for his shot often. He's energetic and outstanding at forcing the issue. Caldwell Pope is his name.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Well, they forced a decent number of turnovers in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those turnovers into points.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
First free throw is good.
A sharp shooter with a quick trigger release, Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And last season, big man Gorgie Jang with a huge lead in three-point attempts. Had about as many in one season as he had in the 6 years prior in his career.
You know, Greg, I always liked his shooting mechanics and touch going back to college. It was just a matter of him extending the range, and now that he knows he can do it, I think he'll continue to do more of it.
Here is Davis. The Grizzlies making the shot. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Horton Tucker. Shot from the top of the key. It's good. Horton Tucker's got his first basket.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Jones with it. 11 points in the game.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 26 points a game last year, 9 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Now here's Jones after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Schroeder. He's got 11. Here's Horton Tucker. And a miss there on the triple. Bain, he's guarded by Schroeder. Outside, Jones. Pass to Clark. Jang, high post. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis.
Strong move in the painted area. I mean, Jang draws a lot more fouls when being aggressive.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Jang.
Well, you know, what's so impressive about Jang? Improvement in almost every category across the board, but especially hitting free throws.
McDermott's checked in for Jones. The Lakers also with a sub. Matthews, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Second free throw, no good. LA's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Davis. And it's blocked. Bain, he's covered by Matthews. Poked away. Here's Conchar, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 2, and it's denied. The pass to Schroeder. Thrown back. They recover it.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Jang, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. And that one's good by Clark. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also the ball hawking. The way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking advantage.
Here's Davis. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. Kuzma. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Active hands and really good energy pursuing the pumpkin there. Great hustle by Kuzma.
Bain. Oh, what a dunk! Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Schroeder. Outside Matthews. He feeds it to Davis. In close, he hits it. Davis has got 9.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Now here's McDermott. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. It's stolen by Davis. And here's Schroeder. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Davis. Tries from 16. Davis can't get that one to fall. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Conchar, the pass to Jang. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. And finished off by Jang.
And, you know, we all know about Jang's high motor. Defensively, you can't just let him float around the glass. You've got to get a body on him.
Here's Davis, and the rejection by Jang. Now McDermott. There's 1:17 left in the third. Out in his own on the break. Pull up Jay. Horton Tucker's shot is off. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now here's McDermott. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Markieff Morris is checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
One shot.
The free throw drops for McDermott. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Davis. Over Jang. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Anthony Davis.
You know, unlike a lot of bigs, Davis doesn't have to operate inside. He's totally confident in his ability to do damage from the perimeter.
Here's Conchar. No points in the game yet for him. Going inside and finished off by Jang.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Memphis. Davis with the bucket.
Well, Anthony Davis has a nice high-arching jump shot. I love seeing him shoot it from here. Hard for the defense to match up with him.
Clark outside. McDermott with it. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front, up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Dylan Brooks. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's McDermott. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Boy, Wesley Matthews brings a ton of energy, and I love that. Solid at putting the defense in a pickle and then forcing the contact to draw the foul.
And he hits the first of three.
Guys, Wesley Matthews is a pure shooter, a long-range bomber who also plays lockdown defense on the perimeter. That's a heck of a combination.
He's off on the second.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line, and that's happened to them here in the second half.
And he nails the third. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. McDermott passes to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Anderson. Valanciunas with a screen on Morris. Here's Anderson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Matthews passes to LeBron. At the elbow, it's Gasol from 18 feet away. That one wide left. The Grizzlies shooting an efficient 53% from the field. McDermott with it, working on James. And here's McDermott. To the inside. Gasol with the steal. Outside Matthews. And there's the pass to Morris. Gasol dishes to James. Just 5 to shoot. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Knocked away. Valanciunas with a screen on Matthews. Anderson wide open, drains it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Bain defended by Gasol. And Memphis turns it over again. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. James finds Matthews. Back to James. Outside Gasol. Outside Matthews. And then Matthews with the jam.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Now here's McDermott. Got a piece of it. Anderson passes to McDermott. Jones for three. LeBron grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 4. To the paint, pass to Horton Tucker. James in the post. And he banks in the layup. LeBron's got 23 points.
You know, at 6'8", with the ball skills that James has, he handles it like a guard. He can get wherever he wants to off the dribble.
Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Here's McDermott. Back to Valanciunas. Fires the three. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Horton Tucker, the pass to James. Driving to the basket. Anderson with the block. And he recovers it. Matthews with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Count the basket. Matthews has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, Matthews, his effort is relentless. He never gives up on a play.
Passes to Anderson. Valanciunas in the high post. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks outside. The three. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Lakers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Horton Tucker. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Memphis with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Marc Gasol.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Clark, he's checked in for McDermott. And he sinks the second.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Gasol, a screen on Anderson. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Outside, Jones. Now the dish to Valanciunas. Over Gasol. And another miss by Memphis.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
James dishes to Harrell. Anderson with the block. Driving the lane, and the rejection by Harrell. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Los Angeles. On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Schroeder. Outside Gasol. LeBron passes to Gasol. Back to LeBron. Gasol, a screen on Anderson. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now here's Jones. Poked loose. Harrell dishes to LeBron. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Schroeder, right side. Down low. Here's Harrell. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists now in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Out to the wing. There's the pass to Brooks. Schroeder against Jones. Driving inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Jones, following the basket by Marc Gasol. Valanciunas in the high post, working on Gasol. Now Brooks, 6 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 7-point Laker lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Davis finds James. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. They trail by 9 points. Knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. Gasol finds Schroeder. They get it again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Such a clever offensive player. Gasol is especially crafty at finding ways to draw contact while shooting.
And he makes the first. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else. And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half. And continuing to cough it up here, the TOs threatening to cost these guys the game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
It's stolen by Jones. Clark outside. That one goes in.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
Now here's James. Over Anderson. James with the bucket. James has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Schroeder. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And now a 12-point Laker lead. Here's Brooks. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pulls up on the elbow and misses it off the right side of the rim. Lakers leading by 12. Here's Davis. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Clark, a screen on Caldwell Pope.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Schroeder passes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Valanciunas in the high post. Anderson outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Anderson to halt the run. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Brooks. .114 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Lakers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for LeBron.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Caldwell Pope brings the double team, and the rejection by LeBron.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, an excellent shot blocker.
And so the Lakers take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin, here with AD. Hey, you guys seem locked in tonight. What was the key?
So we came out aggressive defensively and offensively, and against a team like that, you know, you got to come out aggressive defensively first, and I think we did that through the whole 48.
Yeah, you certainly beat them to the punch, and you beat them on the scoreboard as well, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.